Hi, welcome to this channel on magnetic energy technology principles applications. This video is about the age of magnetic energy, or coinciding nicely with the age of Aquarius. This is highly unconventional information, of course, and if you follow like the tropical zodiac in Western astrology, you know that like Pluto has moved into Aquarius in that system, okay? And it's one of the significators of the age of Aquarius, which happens to coincide quite nicely with the age of magnetic energy. So I'll break things down in the most simple way possible. Here are the choices they have. They either let 99% of the human population die, or they take the necessary steps to implement the age of magnetic energy and everything else that's coinciding with the things that I am going to list right now. So those are our choices. One or the other, pretty much. I mean, it's oversimplifying it, but you get the idea. So it's the final years of ignorance and the beginning of the Enlightenment cycle. It's the fading away of ego-dominated societies and the beginning of heart-centered living. Those two are really the most important because everything those are the initial dominoes. Everything comes after that. It's the removal of the interdimensional and interconnectivity veil and the awakening of human perception beyond the physical senses. And so there's a lot of implications there. It's the release of consciousness limitations and the closing of the gap between the mind and the body. And so that looks like basically how like we will have more conscious control over our body, like things like pain and healing and everything. It's the dismantling of the economic scarcity prison and the beginning of freedom to live unencumbered by resource limitations. So this is the technology and the consciousness that bring us basically the end of all scarcity. It's the phasing out of petroleum, coal, and dirty nuclear technology, and the introduction of clean magnetic, ionic, and neutron energy technology, and more. It's the end of pollution and garbage in the air, the water, and the soil, and it's the start of deformulating all pollution and garbage around the world. It's the transformation of propulsion into anti-gravity technology with the power of attract. Infinitely faster, no comparison, way more powerful, pollution-free, clean, etc. It's the retrofitting of interdimensional. It's the retrofitting of internal combustion engines to magnetic engines that are more powerful and pollution-free. It's the end of injuries caused by inertia impacts. So that could be even just riding a skateboard or a bike or a motorcycle or vehicle or anything, any kind of inertia impacts. And the implementation of force fields that will keep people safe during transportation of all kinds and recreation. It's the ban of all chemicals being used in food production and the introduction of pulsing magnetic fields in agriculture that provide safe, organic, strong, and healthy food and really plants across the board for consumption. It's the destruction of structures that facilitate low energy and disease. So the destruction of those types of buildings and the construction of magnetically enhanced sacred geometrical buildings that support life. That's across the board for living. We're everything. So it's the banishment of drugs to treat illness and the release of magnetoceuticals that target and remove the causes of disease and illness. And that's just the beginning. I've done another video on the medical implications of the technology, and it's going to be out of control. It's absolutely amazing what's already being worked on in top secret labs around the world. It's unbelievable. It's the final days of an accurate scientific brainwashing about the nature of the universe, including gravity, light, matter, and more. And not only is it the release of information that is already known in labs around the world, but it's the combination of consciousness with scientific paradigms, that and higher consciousness, that is going to really, basically, it's the expansion of understanding of the true nature of reality and the role human consciousness plays in modifying reality. We're going to really dive into, people will have a much better understanding of the life cycles of stars, black holes, the so-called dark energy, dark matter, everything, gravity across the board, a whole new revelations on understanding that and the release of information that's been held for decades. It's the end of lies perpetrated upon humanity that we are alone and isolated in the cosmos, and it's the introduction to the galactic community. So think about all the implications of that. Please send in any other thoughts you have on the changes that hopefully will be coming soon, and yeah, just send in comments and questions you have, and I will see you next time.